up, guys? Philip King here at the Fit PharmD. Today I'm going to be going over a basic biceps curl. I want to make sure that you're doing it properly, you're getting the best form, isolation of the biceps muscle itself, and also giving an example of an exercise that you can do to finish off an exercise day that involves the biceps. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your palms facing towards your thigh. Okay? So starting from the position where it's down at your side, you want your shoulders back. As you contract the muscle, you're not only bringing it up, but you're also rotating it outward. If you notice, and I'll turn to the side here, that one of the functions of the biceps is not just to lift the arm, lift the forearm, but it's also to externally rotate the wrist. And so if you notice here, you can see that as I turn outward, the bicep contracts further. So as you move up, you want to make sure that you're providing the maximal contraction potential of the bicep itself. So now what that looks like with weights is as you contract the muscle, again, I'm rotating externally. I don't want to come all the way up and touch the shoulder, because what does that do? That actually takes tension off of the bicep itself, which again defeats the purpose of the exercise. In order to get the most tension across the entire movement, you want to make sure you're not going up all the way. So from the beginning, as I contract up, I'm rotating, not all the way. As I come back down, I return that to the normal starting position. Again, on the other side, external rotation, don't go all the way up, nice controlled movements. A common mistake that a lot of people make is they don't have the correct posture. They're not necessarily focusing on how they're contracting the muscle and the position of the dumbbell itself. So you see a lot of people who are doing this, which again is not going to give your bicep the best chance of getting the size or the toning that you're looking for. So shoulders back, thumbs facing forward to start. Again, as you contract, twist. Don't come up all the way because you want to keep that tension on the bicep. So that is the basic biceps curl. So I like to mix it up. A lot of times I will actually do alternating bicep curls, but I also do incorporate some bilateral bicep curls at the same time. So do what's comfortable. Again, make sure that you're focusing on the form. If you're rocking back and forth, you need to cut the weight. So start with the low weight. Make sure that you actually get the form that we're looking for. And again, I guarantee if you focus on slowing down the reps, you're going to get a lot better burn on those biceps and you're going to get better growth and better toning. So one thing that we can do to actually make sure that we're actually contracting the muscle, this is something that I'm going to talk about a lot. It's when you do lift weights, it's not about moving a weight from A to B. It's more than that. You actually have to contract the muscle to move the weight from A to B. So one thing that you can do, if you have a light weight, you can grab a band. What the band will do is it'll ensure that there's adequate tension for the entire duration of the movement itself. So as you can see, the movement is not to lift the dumbbell, it's to actually contract the muscle. So let the bicep move the muscle. Don't let your arm move the muscle. So you can see here, you're going to get much better contraction of that bicep. So that is one tool that you can use to not only add some extra tension, but also make sure that you're contracting the muscle properly. All right, so lastly, I mentioned an exercise that you can do to really burn out the biceps at the end of an arms exercise. And so here's what I call alternating isometric dumbbell curls. The key is that you don't want to stop once you start. And you also want to use very light weight. I have 10 pounds here. You may need 5 pounds. You may need 3 pounds. If I'm doing this at the beginning of a workout, I may use 12.5 or 15 pounds, but that is probably the most that I'll use. So start with what's comfortable. It may seem easy at first, but I guarantee you it's a lot more than you would expect. So I would recommend starting with probably a 5 pound the first time you do this. So what you're going to do is you want to take, ideally, your stronger arm and put it right out in front of you. And you can see that I've got the thumb pointing directly up. With the opposite hand, I have it in the basic bicep curl position down at my side prior to the contraction, okay? So to start, I've got a dumbbell pointed up vertically. You can see that I have nearly a 90-degree angle on the bicep itself. That's putting tension on the bicep. So as you're holding the dumbbell here, you got the other one at your side, you notice that you've got one pointed upward and the other one pointed straight out in front. Again, as I'm doing a basic contraction with the left arm, I'm going to be turning the other dumbbell that is in the isometric position, okay? Because remember, that is an action of the bicep itself, okay? So what this looks like in a complete set is I'm starting here, contracting to this position. So you can see the rotation of both dumbbells at the same time, okay? So that is the basics of this alternating isometric dumbbell curl. So the next thing you want to do is the way that I do my sets is I'll do 15 reps on each side, then 10 reps on each side, 5 reps on each side, and then 3 reps on each side, and I'll make sure I'll hold that last rep as long as I can. So just to demonstrate a 5 rep to 3 rep transition, pay attention to how the arms are switching in between the time that I'm going from right arm to left arm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here, there's the transition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this transition. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, hold that as long as you can at the very end. And that'll make sure that you do burn out the muscles as much as you can. Notice how I'm not doing a complete contraction and coming all the way up. I'm stopping at the 90-degree angle at the peak of the contraction potential of the bicep itself. So that's just one exercise that you can do to help make sure that you are toning the bicep a little bit better. The nice thing about rotating as you're doing the curl is that you're going to do a little bit better at actually shaping the bicep or the head of the bicep. And so that's one benefit of that type of movement. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I'd be happy to answer them. Let me know if you like the exercise, if you give it a try, and let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see. All right, thanks guys. See you next time.